Que lo que mi gente was good. Organic Fanatic family. What up, what up, what up? Excuse us today. Today we can't do a live. A lot of stuff going on family wise. My brother just got out of work. We just doing things, looking crazy. What else? But we still got to give you guys content because familia. Good game last night. So it's the first game of our West Coast trip. We went against Portland Trailblazers. Young team. They're missing a lot of other starters. Good hard fought team. You saw them give us a good run. They made a good run. Chauncey Billups has his players fighting, which is good, more than what you can see in Detroit or other teams that are kind of struggling out there, even though they had all their starters missing. I think it's a good option that gives DeAndre Ayton the ability to just do what he does and just start playing and getting his confidence up, and they can focus around him as a centerpiece, which I think they should regardless of whatever attitude he has. So they played very well. He's been playing really good the last couple of games. He had they beat Atlanta the night before, 2 nights prior to playing us. He had 30 points, 20 rebounds, or 19 rebounds. He's been playing really good. But we overwhelmed them yesterday. A lot, everybody in our team. That's what we do, rebound wise. So iHeart played very well, 9 points, 9 rebounds in only like 20 minutes. Preston Achua played well, limited minutes. Everybody got good minutes across the board, which usually doesn't get expressed a lot by Thibodeau, except for obviously Josh Hart, 41 minutes for him. You saw about 37 ish for Jalen Brunson, and then again, I'm sorry, for defense Chenzo, and about the same for Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart was the only one to have 40 minutes, but he's the centerpiece to our cog right now. You had OG with some good minutes yesterday. Little quick wrap up about the game. Obviously, Brunson's heroic efforts, 45 points. He was 1 for 7 for three. A little concerning to a certain extent, but it's good to see that when he's 1 for 7, which brings me bad memories against Miami Heat when we played them. But he did other things. He still contributed to the game in other ways. He still played aggressive. He still drove in the game. So he did other things that got himself involved in the game. He was great from the free throw line, which is good. So he had a combination. If you're not good at one thing, do others. He distributed the ball. Great passes that he found Isaiah Hartenstein in the middle. He's starting to be quicker to recognize the double team. So when he's getting double team, he's recognizing it a lot faster. Where he's being a little more decisive. Is he going to make his move? Is he going to crash and see where the double team crashes to the paint? Where it leaves an open shooter into the game. So you can see he's being more decisive. He's being a lot smarter. And he already has certain ideas of what he wants to do in the game, of how he's going to be able to create when he's being double teamed. So is he going to take the double team on himself, drive to the paint? Is he going to distribute? Is he going to get others involved? So that part I like watching yesterday. That's going to be something that's going to help us in the playoffs. So you can see that part of his game maturing. Probably most people would go swept under the rug for most people if you're not watching it. But again, I'm a junkie. That's why you tuned in here. Organic Fanatics, we do it different. Not only do we watch our team, we watch the ops. But something that I'm noticing from Jalen Brunson, which you can see that's why he got his 45 points yesterday. His his head game, his IQ, pause on the head game. His IQ is is expanding, if you can believe that. So, point of this video would be the Brunson Burner is heating up the chemistry. You like that? Brunson Burner is heating up. So, because of his heads up play, you can see OG in the game helps give him freedom. So, now that everybody's starting to get healthy, that gives him freedom that they can't cheat too much on him on double teams, because when they did with him, they found OG Ananobi. They had cutters. OG had a 3 point shot. A couple. I think he had two 3 point shots. One was dished out to him by Josh Hart. The other one was from Bojan, Bogey with a stogie. So our players are moving. They're cutting. They're trying to post. Josh Hart is keeping the fast pace, which if you see his 41 points, it attributes to him. He gives another look for us when he's our fast break guy. He's our Obi, basically, because Obi was our fast break guy. So when Josh Hart gets the ball, the minute the other team scores, they give it to Josh Hart, and he runs the break. You'll see when Randall comes back, that's going to change. Randall may slow it down, or they may just figure out a way to just keep it to Josh, and then figure a way to get Randall involved. Randall slows the pace down. That's been a big plus for us now that You got Josh Hart that runs the pace. He runs and he tries to collapse the defense early, and then if he can't, then he dishes out to a Dante DiVincenzo that's wide open or a Brunson. So that's something that we've picked up and developed, that we've asked for a while, but that may change as the starters come back. As the starters come back, that may not be something that we'll see in the starting unit. As Josh Hart comes in playing for the bench, you'll see that continued fast pace. That's what helped our bench mob, our MOP, mash out posse mob, our mob deep as raw. So basically, our bench players, we were faster than our starters. Right now, you're seeing that with our starters, that Josh is running and our starting unit is running, Dante's running, and everybody's running. That's going to change and flip flop when the others come back. Good to see though. Josh Hart, I think this is like his fifth or sixth game with 15 rebounds or more. He's our Russell Westbrook light. He he's our Russell Westbrook light, just like OG is our Kawhi Leonard light, just like iHeart is our Jokic light. So we got a lot of key players beta version, the the free version, not the paid version. So, but they do what they do. They contribute, and it's winning nonetheless. So, great game by Josh Hart. He's been fantastic. Now that OG's coming, once he gets a little more consistent, once Randall comes in, it'll limit some of the minutes for him. Hopefully, we can bring down some of the minutes for Dante. We need other people to step up. Bogey and Alex have been struggling, which makes it tough for Tibbs to limit the minutes for Dante DiVincenzo. So Dante's playing north of 30. You can see he's struggling, even though he had like 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, which is for us, we consider that a struggling game, but that's a great game. That should have been what he's averaging all year, but he's obviously exceeded expectations, and now we expect so much of him at starter level, two guard, 20, 30 points a game. So those are things that we expect from him, but he's been a little off, so I don't know if he's tired, legs get it, but they need to get it together because this West Coast trip is going to be tough. We got Denver, we got Golden State, and Sacramento. Big, tough games, tough challenges ahead. I think we definitely can do it, so it's going to be interesting. Precious has been playing phenomenal. Great help on rebound. Blocking has been crazy. His cut has been crazy. He's finishing in the lane, finger rolling. Um, Great passing, good picks. He doesn't get called for moving screens a lot. So he's filled in the gaps phenomenally. So salute to Precious Achua. Who else we got? iHeart again, 9 for 9 with only 20 minutes. You can see iHeart's getting back in his stride. So his legs feeling better because he only played about 20 minutes and almost had a double double. So he's getting back into rhythm. Great way that we're preserving him. So once Mitch comes in, Mitch has been seen on the road trip. He's on the road trip, so he's with the team. We're not sure when he's going to be able to join the team as far as being on court, but if he's with them, then you got to imagine he's practicing with them. So he's got to be practicing, watching film, getting into the rhythm of being back with the team. So that's a big positive. Um, Let me see what else. Deuce, Deuce is huge. If you notice, if you guys were watching the game yesterday, Portland was making a run. The young kids was running. They were doing good. They were making a run, and they ended up getting the lead. I want to say in the second, they went up by close to like 4 or 5 points. When that run happened, that's when you saw Thibodeau put in Deuce, and Deuce played pretty much for sure the next 2 quarters. I know the fourth quarter he was there and kind of substituted here and there, but once Deuce got in there, Deuce was the main reason we won. Deuce was the reason that we got the lead afterward. Deuce was the reason we contained those players. Deuce guarded everybody. He was guarding everybody on that team. He slowed down. I think Amani Bates is the kid's name, or the one with the braids. I may be missing Amani Bates, but maybe him. He guarded everybody, and he played. His defense was impeccable. You're not going to see it on the stat sheet. He only had about 10 points or so. I'm not looking at the stats, so forgive me for that. But he had under 10 points, but does not tell what he did. His impact on the game was outstanding. You saw Thibodeau playing a lot of him and Brunson together. That's a winning combination. That's not going to be full time because obviously Brunson's going to play with Randall and obviously the main starters that we got. But within spurts and different combinations, You heard it here. Watching Golden State. When we play Golden State, you're probably going to see a lot of small ball lineup with Brunson, Dante, Deuce, and then Josh Hart mixed around. It's obviously going to be scattered, not for a long period of time, but when Brunson and Deuce are on the court, that's a winning combination. We slow the other team down. You can see Deuce's confidence in his shot, in his layup, in his playmaking ability, finding other players, collapsing the defense. If you saw a couple of plays where he drove, got the defense to collapse to him, he dished it out. I think it was to Precious or iHeart, and then they dished it over to OG and or to Bogey in the corner. And then that's when Bogey did the drive, when he did have the 3-point shot, drove in, and then made that finish. So you can see there's good chemistry. They're aware. So all positives for us as we're going down the line for the playoff run. You're going to see some rust, as what we saw. A little concerning when you saw the game yesterday. You saw OG make the, wasn't a scream, but you can tell he was in pain when he did a reach. They were stretching it out. They're trying to get him used to it. It's going to be a little adaptation. He's going to get used to the game. His body's going to start filling in any flesh damage when you get a scar. The healing, could have maybe tore some of the skin open from a cut or from a wound. But salute to him. He played through it. He hit a dunk. The reverse dunk was crazy. The 3-point shots. His defense, you can see his impact on the game is immense. That's why we said it was more important, if you recall, episode 30 or 31. Go back and watch all of them anyway. So we talked about it, that who was more important to come back first, OG or Randall. Doesn't mean we care for any one of them less, but OG was more important to get the impact, to get everybody back in rhythm. It wasn't so much as our offense that we need right now. It was more of a defense and to alleviate some of the pressure of all the younger players and some of the other players running around for defense. So getting back to our defensive ways was more important than getting back our offensive juggernaut. So I think it's a good thing. You're going to see OG make adjustments. He's going to get used to it. He's going to get banged up. There's going to be a tough week for him. We're going against Denver, who got his big lineup. He's going to go up against Sabonis. They're okay. They're not that big of a team, but Denver, so he's going to be playing a lot. We're going to see a lot of effort from him. So hopefully he can stay healthy and recover. But it's going to be a great game. I'm looking forward to that. Salute to our New York Knickerbockers. We found a way to win, and we ended up dominating. Brunson got 45. Josh Hart 15 rebounds. Great team win. Now we got Sacramento. We can't play down to the opponents. We were able to win this game significantly, get back in rhythm. OG's here now. Now we play Sacramento, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be an uphill climb right now. Now we got to play top competition. Sacramento's been playing phenomenal. They're a young, aggressive team. They're top in the West, top 5 team. Then you got Golden State, you can't sleep on. They're killers. And then you got Denver, the ex-champion. So let's see what we got. We'll talk more about this Sunday. Hopefully we should be there Sunday, everybody together. So forgive us for not giving you guys a live show. We enjoy giving you guys a show, but I want to put some content out there, talk about the game, and give some feedback. If you're watching this, put us a comment at the bottom. Let us know whatever you're thinking, what your opinions are, so we can chat with you on there. Give the video if you want to. I ain't even gonna say it. I hate saying that. If you want to do something to the video, do it. Appreciate you guys. Like, share, subscribe. I said it anyway. I said I wasn't gonna say it. I literally said it right back to back. It ain't even Saucy Sunday. Long dad day. But appreciate you guys for checking us in. Salute to my co-host, my brother, my cousin. Hopefully you guys are having a blessed day. And I'm just going to look crazy. If you guys want me to be all buttoned up in a suit, wrong show, bro. But we all love. I appreciate you guys. Organic Fanatics, we out here. You heard? You're...